Suddenly piece yourself back together now. What's your vision?
Here we are with the third COG game of the night, Domination on Nuketown. ZaNe versus Ambition. We're seeing some newer rosters here, with ZaNe bringing in 3 new players, 2 of which are playing tonight, Risky and Lift God. So we're going to take on spectating Risky right off the bat with the AN94, trying to cap B here. He goes down to Charisma, wasn't quite close enough to the flag to actually pull that cap. And now we're going to hop on board with Yo Mama, who is a new player for Ambition. He goes down very quickly, and I am in the broadcasting booth here with Legit from Nova. And who do you expect to pull this one out on Domination?
I'm really hoping that ZaNe wins, but it's going to be close, I think. But like you said, with those 2 extra players they have, hopefully it gives them a better advantage. Yeah,
new players, 2 new players for each team, so definitely the substitutions coming in. We're seeing some players that we've never seen before. Ambition's 2 new players being Yamama and Charisma, and we'll have to see how they perform. It's kind of just, an unknown thing right now as of how good they are. And Gibble goes down. Bloodthirsty comes out for Lift God. Takes out Charisma. He has an AGR now. That's going to be a pretty big streak here on such a small map. AGR definitely going to be very beneficial.
Risky, he's at B, and he's picking up kills and defending the flag, but he also earned his score streaks on the way. He's got his escort drone, a cell chopper, and a lightning strike.
Ooh, and that's
useful on the flags.
Those are some very good streaks in addition to that AGR with the ground support, and it's already just trouble brewing if you're Ambition, who's down just by 12, but I think that gap is going to quickly get bigger here. We're going to go on board with Evo. Evo is now the captain of ZaNe after Zane Paul left the clan.
Risky still not off his streak yet. He sees him going on B, he's going to go in there and pick up 2, but cannot get it.
And he has not used any of his streaks yet. We see a lightning strike come out. And maybe it's just that he's planning to save those for the next round in case they have to pull some sort of comeback. But right now, ZaNe not struggling at all, up by 13. But I expect that gap again to grow. We're going to look at Stinger with the AN. Going to sneak around towards B. There's been all sorts of pressure on B from both teams trying to get in there. And Ambition had just taken B for a short time, but now Stinger's team does take back B very quickly. 3 men were on it. We're going to go on board with somebody from Ambition now. We're going to go look at Gibble. Gibble gets the AGR. Finally, the AGR is gone. But now air support is up for ZaNe.
I've played with Gibble in previous matches, and he was a really good player, but it seems like he's struggling versus this team.
And it's these new players, you don't know what to expect, and we're finding out that they are very good. We're going to take a look at Charisma. Maybe not as good as some of the new players on ZaNe, but he is pulling a 0.5 KD against some better players. ZaNe and Ambition both have not won games yet, so if they want to have any sort of playoff chance, the winner of this game is going to have a slight chance heading into the next week, but really no guarantees, as they're going to have to take on KZN, and the winner of that will pull out the last playoff spot. But whoever ends up losing this series is definitely out of the playoffs.
Yeah. Oh, Gibble is just, I don't know. Gibble's a very good player, but it seems like he's going up against some better players like Lift God. Lift God just got taken off a big streak that he needed.
And Gibble always tries to stay confident, at least when he's playing. Typically, whenever I would play with him, he would, mention staying focused, staying positive, not thinking that you're losing at a time like this where, you're down by, 30 points in domination on Nuketown. He wouldn't want you to get too devastated by it. He'd always, try to support you in the chance that maybe there's a comeback.
Yeah, ZaNe Evo is sitting next to their spawn, trying to keep them away from the B flag.
Oh, hiding behind that fence. That is a spot that has just been treacherous, especially on the double XP weekends, Nuketown 24/7. You just expect every time you run around that corner that somebody is going to be sitting there, and they're just going to cut you off, and you just have to get the FMJ and fire through that fence.
And that's the end of, or that's the half.
That's a 35-point gap at the end of the first half here on Domination on Nuketown.
Who's gonna jump on board?
We will see what we're doing for the second round here. We're going to go on board with Gibble, who is the only person on Ambition anywhere near pulling even, let alone positive. And the struggle is just completely for real for them, and they're actually going to push B really hard. Can't quite get it secured as Lift God takes him out. We're going to go take a look at Lift God. 28-7. That is spectacular. That's about a 4 KD we're looking at.
Yeah, Lift God, he's got his Lightning Strike and Hellstorm, but I don't think he's going to use them until they're pushing. He's working his way to the AGR.
And he's had that AGR before, and I want to say he's had that Lightning Strike for a while, so... Oh, no, wait. Oh, I thought he was going to double up streaks there. He's not going to double up streaks. He just gets the AGR. Second AGR, a Merciless for him. And he is just all over Ambition. It was like he was made to play against this team. And another thing worth mentioning is with the large amount of roster changes ZaNe has faced, they're now limited to a 5-player roster rather than a 6-player roster for the rest of the year. But with the skill set of these players that they seem to have brought in, I don't think a 5-player limitation is going to be much of a hazard for them.
Yeah, those substitutes they brought in are really helping out the team.
Risky 32-12 right now, very impressive. Pick him an assist right there.
4-8.
And at this point, to an extent, it looks like it's just Lift God trying to fight Risky for the top spot on their leaderboard.
Charisma is struggling.
Charisma slipping with... Charisma now with more deaths than Chimp, which is rare, seeing as he is the league leader in deaths, so... Not something you'd expect. I mean, we haven't actually seen Charisma yet, where I guess we could have expectations, but it's rare that we see a player with more deaths than Chimp.
Yeah.
Go on board with Mama, and something that I wanted to bring up that I've seen so far is everybody on ZaNe is using some sort of optic-related clan tag, which I found interesting. Risky's using Proofy, Lift God's using Nade Shot, Evo's using Scumpy, and Stinger's using Clayster. So I found that to be interesting. Some optic fanboys here, but I don't have too much of a problem with fanboys.
Ooh. Chimp tried to secure the C flag, but he got taken out by the stealth chopper. And
he appears to have 2 Black Hats right now. I expect to see Black Hats at some point come out and try and take down some of that air support that I believe is up by ZaNe right now. No use of the Black Hats so far. He just goes down, stares right down the barrel at his man, and just goes down.
They're pushing their spawn. Ooh.
Take a look at Risky. Risky approaching 50 kills now. Try to make that push for the 50 plus. We've seen only a few of those 50 pluses.
Yeah, Risky just got taken out off their spawn. He's working his way towards streaks. Mama is sitting right next to 2 people and picks up one and then dies off the other.
Oh, and I swung in just in time to see that he had gotten one of them.
It's a really weird setup. I'm pretty sure that's a default class.
That M27 looks very default, if you ask me. So I'm very surprised to be seeing a default class, the M27. Also, interestingly, he is running no streaks, and those aren't that bad of perks, I suppose, for Nuketown, the flak jacket and the tactical mask. And it's now a 3v4.
Yeah, I was about to say, I didn't realize one of ZaNe players either lagged out or quit.
Evo has left, but they're 6 points away from a victory, and we do expect ZaNe to handily take this as a sudden triple cap by Ambition, and then that triple cap being held for over a minute would be pretty much impossible. And the game is over. ZaNe will take round 1 over Ambition. Here we are with game 2 of ZaNe versus Ambition. ZaNe took the first round, and now we are on some demolition on standoff, and we are following Lift God with that gold A94. He was one of the 2 players on ZaNe to go 50 plus last game, and we're probably expecting some big things out of him on demolition with the spawn trapping and all that stuff you can pull off. They could probably do another 50 plus if they wanted to. Similar streaks to last game. That AGR was powerful. I don't know if the AGR will be quite as effective on standoff as it was on such a small map like Nuketown. That's just my opinion. What's the opinion of Legit?
Well, I think the AGR and demolition is actually really gonna help them because the AGR free roams around the map, and if they're planting, that AGR can kill them.
That's a good point. The AGR can work its way around to a planter, a potential planter. We're going to take a look at that planting team by looking at Charisma, who's currently leading and currently looking like he's going to pull off a plant here. He's going to go bomb down at B. Again, he's still not running any streaks.
That might have been an accident.
And that's going to be...
looks like that's going to be defusing.
Going to be trouble, and we have some trouble as far as connection, as Hayes failed to connect at the beginning of the game. Now Chimp disconnecting, this way Hayes can connect, and it appears that Hayes is now in the game. We're going to take a look at Hayes.
Hayes just seems to be holding down.
Hayes is running some pretty much illegal streaks. As in their...
Yeah, I don't know if he knows that are illegal or not.
I feel as though he does, and that he'll just have to stay away from using it, and that he knows that if he gets him, they risk the forfeit. Hopefully he understands that, because that possibility is there. So
Mama picking up a big 2-piece.
Stinger's gonna go
right
take out Hayes. Charisma then takes out Stinger in return. Go on board with Charisma, still topping the leaderboards for Ambition.
Gibble is going to plant. He gets it. He picks up another kill. Let's see what he does.
Gibble is working his way in.
Gonna
go for the B. He almost tried to pull a single-handed double plant, which would have been really awesome. And now, ooh, they defuse his bomb at A. Picks up a fairly long shot with the Scorpion there. And now Charisma going to move in towards A. We're going to go get on board with Charisma. Go bomb down at A. There it is.
Look.
Tried to sneak behind the statue. That didn't really work.
I'm going to take a look at Lift God right here. Coming off his spawn. He's going to use his Hellstorm.
He's going to go try and get all 4 of them. None of them are in building. Oh, he only gets 1.
You would have had to use that flat jacket saved.
That, and it looked like at least one of them ran into a building.
They got that bomb defuse.
And
Lift God going on a big streak here.
2-3 straight now. He takes out Gibble as well. Could wipe the whole squad if he could have just killed Hayes there somewhere in the vicinity. Gets Charisma again. Second time in a short time.
Lift God looking for those streaks. Is he going to get them?
Bloodthirsty now. Working on that Hellstorm. Gets the Hellstorm.
Going to use it right away.
Almost instantaneous. Picks up the camper.
That's right. That Hellstorm right there giving his lightning strike.
So just kind of rolling those streaks together. That was a very effective play.
They're starting to push their spawn a little. They might get them in a spawn trap.
And on demolition, that's going to be so prevalent, so continually prevalent. And now we have another AGR. Lift God had another Merciless just coming in at the end. He pulls off a Merciless, and they go up 1-0 in the demolition game.
Lift God, 22-5. He's really pulling his team. Charisma is kind of struggling.
Charisma's struggle. Hayes, late start. Bad connection. That's only really normal. Hayes' connection has at times been very beneficial and at times been very hindersome. That 1 or 2 bars that he pulls off very consistently. I'm going to go on board with Evo. Evo picks up Hayes. We haven't seen much of Evo so far this game.
Looking for the other kill. Can he get it? He got it.
Gets your mama. He's going to have to sneak around here and plant. But then again, he has 2.5 minutes left, so no need to rush it. And Hayes is able to take him out, though. Go on with Stinger. Stinger might be working his way towards A. Oosh. Tries to get the man to the right and can't quite do it. Gonna go on with Risky. I believe Stinger is the only player from ZaNe running a care package.
Risky last game dropped a 50 bomb, but it looks like he's struggling to drop a high amount of kills on this map.
Just 12 kills here from Risky, while Lift God, clearly the dominant player for ZaNe at 23 kills. Gibble 14 and 15 for Ambition. Pretty good showing from him considering how the rest of his team not doing so good. Hayes recovering from, I believe, a 2 and 7 in the first round to now a bit better, 6 and 8. But nonetheless struggling, and a destroyed AGR right there. Evo is able to take out Hayes, but he does destroy the AGR in time.
Hayes picks up a 3-piece on the B bomb. Is he gonna go for the defuse? He's going for it. Can he get it?
I think he's gonna pull it off right here.
Mama picked up a big kill.
There it is, Sentry Gun and Guardian, and hopefully he doesn't use those. That would be dangerous material, because then the game is going to end, so he's going to need to hold on to those streaks and just remember to not use them. Pulls off the backfire metal. That's something we don't see too often, picking up the enemy gun and then taking them down with it.
Yeah, it seems like he's just hanging around B waiting for them. Glitching the bomb. Can he get it?
He knows that they're coming. B is definitely the safer plant rather than the more exposed A. And Yomama over at A right now.
Stinger pulled out a sentry gun.
And Stinger is gonna plant that. Is he gonna plant that sentry gun? Oh, that is a care package sentry gun. Excuse me. That he's not running a sentry gun. That is a care package sentry gun that we were gonna see from Stinger, and he's gonna still have that, I believe. He did not actually throw it down, so it'd be interesting to see where he places that.
They actually killed him while he was holding it, so it got destroyed. So that was a wasted sentry gun.
Oh, he didn't. Okay, I thought he retracted. He did not retract it, but with just 30 seconds left and needing to plant 2 bombs, it seems. I mean, of course, there's the additional time for exploding one of them, but I feel like at this point, ZaNe is in some serious trouble now. 15 seconds. I'm expecting this game to definitely go to overtime.
Prisma picking up a 4-piece on the B bomb, saving them from planting.
Big plays from Charisma. I completely missed that play, but that was one I likely shouldn't have missed. Is now 1-1, and we're going to go force an overtime. Good job, Ambition, forcing that overtime. Let's see if they can pull out this game and then force an overtime in the series, let alone in the demolition game.
Alright, who are we jumping on board with off the start?
I think we're going to either look at Gibble or Lift God. I'm going to take a look at Lift God, though, because he's doing slightly better than Gibble. Gibble has fairly high kill numbers, but a lot of deaths, especially compared to Lift God being only at 16, now 17. Hayes able to take him out. Hayes finally going positive. He's kind of got back into the swing of things, and Stinger is just camping around A, and I expect a plant now from Stinger. Bomb is
Risky
down.
Running a sniper.
Risky. That is interesting that he'd be running a sniper. And that cap 40. Dangerous pistol. Car jumps and he goes down to Yomama. Hip fires at the respawn. Tosses 2 quick concussions. Now just 10 seconds and they takes out Yomama trying to run in with that DSR 50. And it looks like ZaNe is going to blow this up. They make quick-handed work of this overtime. Quick plant and quick blow up. Good job, ZaNe. They will take the series and keep their playoff hopes alive. They will have to play KZN next week to see who advances to the playoffs.